Helpner punctuates that round with a low kick to the leg. And we are done with round number one. It was a good one.
In that first round, you know, there were few strikes landed. Helpner landed the straight right, which I think still, like I said, Frausto was looking for the takedown and got caught with the right hand. Beautiful jabs also coming out of Frausto. She really puts a lot of weight behind it. She turns her hips like she's going to throw a kick. Superman punch landing well. She needs to follow up, though. You know, towards the end of the round, she really started to follow up and getting into scrambles with her standing up. That's going to serve her well. She needs to get after that.
We really didn't see a lot of combinations in that fight, and I think that's the key to squeak into the winning circle.
You ready? Let's go. Fight!
We move into round number two. Elisha Helpner in the all-black from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. 0-1 as a mixed martial arts professional, to 6-0 as an amateur, coming in off a 3-year layoff. Zoila Frausto, 25-year-old from Fresno, who is undefeated 3-0 as a mixed martial arts professional. A spirited first round. Again, the spinning back fist misses for Frausto, and Helpner pushes her against the cage.
We don't see back knuckles too often in mixed martial arts, do we, Pat?
If it landed, it would have hurt her.
I think the last time I saw one was Kazushi Sakuraba against Guy Messer in Pride in 2000. And it was thrown as a joke.
It's a pretty good gap. Here in round number two, Al Bernstein along with Steven Quadros and Pat Miletich. Happy to be here to bring you Strikeforce Challengers. We're just getting started with a great night of mixed martial arts action.
I don't think Helpner is going to win this fight by being tentative. She's got to be assertive here.
So far, it has been her going forward, though, and she's shown a little bit of aggression. She's not as explosive as Frausto, but she's trying to chug forward and score points.
A reminder that that 3-year layoff for Helpner may affect her as the fight goes on, and even she admitted to us, in terms of cardio, if the fight goes 3 rounds, that Frausto may have an edge.
I think so too, and I think that Helpner needs to double and triple up on that jab. She's single-shotting everything.
And the point you just brought up, Al, about the layoff, I think Frausto needs to recognize that, or her opponent needs to recognize that, and tell Frausto, listen, pick up the pace. The girl hasn't fought in a long time. Get after it.
If she doesn't pressure Helpner, then clearly she can do better in round 3.
Yeah, she can survive the entire fight and not run out of gas, that's for sure.
And go to the body.
Knee to the midsection by Frausto after she tried yet another Superman or Superwoman punch, as you will. She's used that punch more than you normally see, correct?
Well, that punch, usually if it lands, it's a very damaging punch. But the one that she did land in the first round was more of a grazing blow. The other 3 basically didn't land. Yeah, she keeps going to that one weapon, and Elisha just fades back and the shot misses.
Big cut, kick to the head that stuns Elisha Helpner.
That didn't miss.
For the first time, someone on the mat, ground and pound for Frausto.
I think this is a risky position for Zoila Frausto to be here. I think she might want to back up and go back to standing.
Helpner seems very composed right now down there on the ground. She's not panic-stricken or anything like that. She looks like she's composed. She is bleeding, however.
A couple of up kicks by Helpner, and you're right, there is blood on the face of Elisha Helpner. A cut under the eye, it appears. So with less than 2 minutes left to go here in round 2, Frausto has gained the upper hand and then some.
That right roundhouse kick is a thing of beauty from Frausto.
Yeah, and I kind of wonder whether the cut was caused by the foot, the toe, a punch, or maybe a toenail from a great pedicure.
Right. That's really a great point. That could easily be the case. I've seen it happen before. A little over a minute left to go here in round 2. Frausto has taken control of this match. It started with a big kick to the head. She's pushing Helpner back. And now here comes Helpner with some good shots to the head.
This is where Frausto's dangerous, also in the plum with the Muay Thai knees.
Using her Muay Thai work very well in there. And 2 knees to the body.
Frausto let go of that clutch. I'm kind of surprised because she had control and she could basically wear out Helpner by keeping her in the plum clinch.
And I think Helpner might have made a mistake by backing off. That you really want to keep Frausto against the cage and try and take her down.
Just about a half-minute left here in round number 2, a round in which Zoila Frausto has taken control. Body shot by Frausto that lands partially. There's a big mouse underneath the eye of Helpner and a cut as well, courtesy of that kick.
She's a rugged girl, that's for sure. She seems to be able to still see out of the eye okay. I don't know how much it's going to swell up.
Round number 2 ends. It was a big one for Zoila Frausto.
Sit there and wait for her to come to you for, all right? You give her that distance, she's gonna work those head kicks like that. You give her too much distance. Work into her pocket. Look at her back of the waist. She's trying to get away from you.
Well, we knew eventually it was going to come out of Frausto. She's got explosive kicks, and she showed everybody there's a beautiful head kick, and it might have been the toenail that actually caused the cut. Let's look at it again and see if it's the end of the foot that lands. Right, yeah, the toe came across the eye, and I'm pretty sure the toenail caused the cut. Here she is with more Muay Thai. Powerful knees. You can see how she loads her hips back, skips, and then launches the knee into the body. Those are painful to take.
Touch him up. Touch him up. Touch him up.
We're set to go here in round 3. Good call by Pat. That definitely appeared to be a toenail that created that cut. And now here in round number 3, Elisha Helpner, it would appear, has a mountain to climb. Certainly losing the second round and maybe the first.
I would give the first round also to Zoila Frausto because I feel she landed the more concise punches. So I got her in the lead by 2 rounds.
And now the position that Pat suggested is good for Helpner. She's got Frausto against the cage and she landed a series of body punches.
Yeah, so it was a good flurry to push her back. It was a good strategy to get her against the cage. Now I think she needs to work for those takedowns. She needs to be on top.
We're almost a minute into round 3, and there has been no takedown by Helpner, the 26-year-old from Idaho, to this point in the match.
Now she's got double unders inside trip.
Looks like Zoila's just
there it is.
This is not going to be good for Frausto.
Straight to half guard. Let's see what Helpner does with it.
Watch your back of the head.
See, the problem that Zoila has now is that she cannot roll to her left. And the guard, Helpner, is on the other side with that knee.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm the person on bottom in that position, I've got to scoop my hips to the left, get my right leg back out, and get the guard back. She can't do that with her hips against the cage.
Let's go, let's go.
Yeah. Why they're being stood up, I have no idea.
That's intriguing. Was it?
That was...
There's no reason for that.
That was too quick.
Interesting decision.
He did not give Helpner the time to work that she needed. She worked very hard for a takedown.
Exactly.
And that was not a good call.
So tactically, that certainly aids Zoila Frausto and could be a very pivotal moment in this match. Was the one chance Elisha Helpner had to perhaps make something happen.
Yeah, as a referee, you've got to at least give them time to get something started. I mean, when you work hard for a takedown, you're taking some deep breaths. You work your rear end off to get there. So you got to give them a little bit of time to get things going.
And also maybe warn them that you're going to stand them back up.
Absolutely. Very, very good, Steven.
Good right hand by Helpner. And again, she pushes Frausto back. But there's the Muay Thai and the knees to the head by Frausto.
Helpner horsing her around and putting her on the cage. That was good. She got that underhook, lifted her, and turned her. Now she needs to get back to those double underhooks that she did before. There she is. She's got them again. Body lock, trip.
Will Frausto go down to the mat again?
Frausto keeps grabbing the cage. I'm wondering when the referee's maybe going to take a point besides warning her. He's warned her twice about that.
Let's advance, ladies.
Referee Dan Stell, the third man in the ring, third person. There's two women in the ring, I should say. And so Helpner again with some advantage, and it doesn't pan out as she would like. She's had a better round 3. And let's point out, we talked about how maybe the latter round might help Frausto. It's been a pretty good round 3 for Helpner.
It has, but it was a missed opportunity. She kind of stalled. I mean, I still think it was a premature stand-up, but she kind of stalled once she got her on the floor. She needed to get busy. Her corner probably had to tell her, you got to get busy in this third round.
Right, 2 good punches, and then that sweeping push.